again, going back to the book. While I was working in various ways at my trade after the Prussian campaign, the war with Austria broke out in 1809, and I was called into the garrison at Stuttgart. And what this one is a little bit more of an insurgency. They're putting down the Tyrolean insurgents in this battle. Relatively short. But here's where they are holding up a fort, basically. Back to the book. We fired through the loopholes and from the wall with cannon and small guns. During the heavy shelling, I shot a man in front of the garden house as he came in a little way forward toward the breastwork and aimed into the loophole. But after I shot and he suddenly fell, several others wanted to carry off this dead man, and as was often done. However, the more openly it was done, the more often other men were hit too. Finally, we fired with cannon, throwing projectiles into large and beautiful garden houses, setting them all in flames. On the third day, the enemy could no longer hold out because of the heavy artillery fire and moved back into the mountains. So here's a classic lesson of combat. If there's a wounded person, you can't run out and get him. You have to suppress fire, and that's exactly what he's saying here. He shot a guy. Somebody came out to try and pull him back. He shot that guy too. Somebody came out to pull them. You shoot that person too. Mm-hmm. What you have to do is suppress fire when someone gets wounded. As hard as it is to do that, that's what you have to do.
And when you say as hard as it is to do that, that's because when, your friend is wounded.
Yes.
You kind of, the automatic thing is to go get him real quick.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's an emotional attachment. And it's an emotional decision that most people are tempted to make. Yeah. Hey, Echo's shot. I'm going to go save him. So I run over to save you, and I get shot too. And again, that campaign, you could hear the insurgents go back up into the mountains, and he carries on a little bit with that. But the focus that I wanted to get to today was this campaign in Russia.